We're gonna try this again. Let me send this out. I think I'm live. Let me make sure one more time. Let's see. Am I live? Am I live? Am I live? I am live. Okay, cool. Let's share this out to everybody. And we are back. We are back. Hello, how are y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay, I'm about to send this out to the Telegram so they can get it too. And we're gonna start this Q&A real soon. Post that. Cool. And let me post on my Instagram too. Hold on. Let's see. Instagram. I'll post this. Take a picture. Post on Instagram. Wait, it's blurry. How are y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I cannot see how many people's in here. Like I don't even know how to see that. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I'm still trying to figure out how to see like how many people's in here. Oh, 7 viewers. Okay, I see it now. Cool. Okay, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let me take another picture of the live. Post on Instagram real quick. Cool. And we post that too. Yeah, so I'm gonna just give it like a couple minutes, let people roll in, get the notification. And I'm just gonna do like a normal just Q&A and just kind of, you know, y'all can ask me questions about the trade, about the challenge, about me in general. Like y'all can ask pretty much whatever. I'm just trying to, you know, just give you an opportunity to connect with me. I was kind of hesitant about doing live streams because like I'm a swing trader. Like I know most people when they go live, they're like, hey, let's get in this trade. This is my entry. But swing trading is more like it's slower. Like it takes a couple hours to get your entry. So I wasn't really sure how I was gonna do it. But I think this vibe, this aesthetic is gonna work. Like just a chill, kind of just ask me questions, you know. What's good? How are y'all doing? I'm doing good. I cannot complain. What did I do today? I did a lot today. Ooh, I've been packing. So, yeah, I am flying to Atlanta like tomorrow afternoon. So I'm like packing and getting all. Y'all been traveling so much. It's been crazy. Like, like I've been traveling like crazy. Like it's crazy. If you get stopped out, do you re-enter or move on to a different new trade? If I get stopped out, do I re-enter or do I move on? I think it depends on the situation. So let me see. If I get stopped out of a trade, it depends. Like if it was like a liquidity sweep and I know it's still going my direction, or if I know my stop loss was just too tight, but I still see that it's trending in my direction, then I'm gonna get back in. And I've done that before, and I've like made everything back plus some, right? But if I get stopped out and I see that it's actually shifting structure, like let's say my stop loss is in a place where I know price should not break. If like if price breaks this level, it's changing. Like for example, like let's say this trade right here. Let's say price just decided to let's see, this is the 2 hour. Let me jump to a 4 hour. So this is a 4 hour, right? 4 hour resistance. If price decided to just break above this 4 hour resistance, I'm not getting back in that trade. Like it's like price should not break you know, a high time frame resistance level like that. That's just, you know, it's just a sign to get out. Like just to reevaluate your trade. But if it was like a wick, like let's say this morning, right? Ooh, this morning I knew y'all was on y'all heels when this trade was bouncing. I knew y'all was worried. Cause as soon as sent the as soon as I sent out the notification for y'all, it just started flying and I was like, oh my gosh. But like let's say your stop loss was like too tight, like maybe like I don't know. How do I deselect this? I don't want to select this no more. Let's say your stop loss was like really, really tight on these lows and like wicked you out, but you see it drop in your direction. Yeah, I'm getting back in the trade. Like, yeah, for sure. Because I know my direction's right, you know. So situations like that, I will re-enter. By the way, you're amazing. Thank you. You're amazing. Y'all are all amazing. I appreciate all of y'all, honestly. AK going live. Yes, I'm going up. You're up 1K. That's what's up. Okay. What are you trading right now? What are you holding? What are you holding? That is what's up. I love that. I love that. But yeah, I definitely see GU dropping, like just from the daily structure. Like look at the daily, y'all. Like, bro, it's bearish. Like this was a beautiful pullback, honestly, and I think we caught it in a really, really good place. Like if you throw on the fib levels, you can even see for yourself, like we hit that perfect golden zone right here, right? Like this is the golden zone between the 61 and the 50, and we had a perfect reaction, just a perfect bearish engulfing. So when I saw that like pull back and push down, I was like, oh, we're about to eat, we're about to cook. we're about to cook. So yeah, we're about to take out liquidities hopefully within the next day or a couple days. It may take a little longer. GU is a little slower. Would you consider a break of structure when it breaks the body of the candle or the wick? I always look at the candle bodies. So yeah, so for example, let's see. Let me find an example. So let's see. So like right about, sorry, I'm trying to find a wick example and I can't find one. So to me, structure is the candle bodies. And the reason I say that is because with the candle bodies, that is where true price is actually at. That's where price actually open and close, right? But when it comes to the wicks, this is where price tried to go but failed. This is like where liquidity is actually sitting. So the way I like to look at it, I actually like to switch to a line chart, right? So I will just switch like here, and it will show you exactly where price went, right? So if I was to mark this up, and let me drag this over so I can see it. Like let's say if I was to mark up the candle body, right? And there's wicks right here. Or even better, let's do this even better. Let's say I'm looking at the candle body, right? And I'm trying to say, okay, the swing high is not swing high. Price is up here. Like this is where price was, and I try to mark it up. If I go to the line chart, it's not touching anything. Like price, it tried to go there, but it never actually opened or closed there, right? So that's why I don't count the wicks. The wicks just tell me a different type of story, right? But the bodies of the candle tells me, hey, this is where true price is. So anytime I look for a break of structure, I'm looking for this like close of the candle, right? So this bearish candle, it came and it closed down here. It started up here and it came down and it closed here. So when price closes below this level, to me that is a break of structure, right? That is a break of structure. So but yeah, what else? Thank you for sharing. Of course. I'm loving this trade right now. Me too. I'm loving it too. I was waiting for just a really good swing trade, y'all. Like I don't know what's been going on this month of May, but like I don't know. Like I just had a really hard time finding like daily swing moves. I feel like the daily time frame has kind of been like just a little consolidating this month. Like I haven't really seen a full move yet on a pair until I saw GU. So I'm excited that we caught this, that we're actively in it now. Cause I honestly, like since the yen pairs, like that's probably the last time I caught something like that. Hi AK, what's up? What is up? So yeah, I'm basically doing a Q&A and I am answering you guys questions. If you have any questions, my chat is over here. So if I look this way, I'm looking at the chat, right? If I'm looking this way, I'm looking at the camera and my monitor, right? But yeah, I'm basically answering like any questions that y'all may have. It could be trading related. It could be related to this current challenge, like the trade we're in. It could be related to just my experience as a trader, or just me, just getting to know me. You know, it could be any kind of question you want to ask me that you never got to ask me. I'm gonna answer directly here. So, haven't done a single trade all May, but this is a great setup. Honestly, I should have done that. I should have not traded this month. Cause this month been kind of rough for me. I've been a little break even. I made some, kind of lost some short, so I kind of been like, But this trade is definitely gonna make up a lot for that. So I'm excited for this trade. I think we're gonna get a big drop tonight when London really kicks in. But yeah, momentum's looking pretty good right now, so I'm excited. I'm excited for it. How long did it take you to be profitable? That's a good question. So, it depends what you count of like me starting trading. So technically, when I started trading, I wasn't really consistent with it. I was kind of like on and off. Like I was serious, but I wasn't that serious because I didn't really have capital to start. Like when I started trading, I was in college. I was a freshman in college. Do y'all remember like those Forex scammers? Yeah, they got me. I'm not gonna lie, they got me in there, and that's how I learned about it. And immediately I knew like, okay, well this is not it. But I knew that the actual market itself was like legitimate, and I wanted to actually learn the market. So I took the time to actually like study the market, and I was studying anything because I really wanted to figure it out. But around that time in college, I was a broke college student. I'm not gonna lie, like I just didn't have the funds or the capital. So I told myself I was gonna demo trade throughout college, and once I understand enough throughout college, once I get my full 9 to 5 and I get my big girl job and I make decent paychecks, I'm not struggling or relying on anything, then I'll be able to put my extra money aside to trade full time. That's exactly what I did. So for the past like 4 years in college, I was studying like on and off the markets, and then once I got my full-time job, that was about 2 years ago, that's when I started like actually trading. So really I haven't been trading seriously until like the last like 2 years. So like last year, I think it was like I want to say January 2025 is when I first started trading seriously, like with money, like capital. And I was kind of like on and off. I was break even that first year. And then going into the second year is when I started to like notice, like I started to learn about risk to reward ratio. And that's when I started being profitable. When I learned about risk management, that's when I started being profitable. So really about like a year and a half it took for me to actually become profitable. But you got to understand that the last 4 years, I was also studying the market, but with demo. So it really depends on when you count me of starting. But yeah, I've been knowing about the market for years, but these last 2 years, I actually been actively doing it. So, when trading Forex, do you strictly go by the charts or do you incorporate news or So I'm a big technical trader. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really look too much at fundamentals. I'm not a big fundamental girl, but I will check Forex Factory for them red folders sometimes, because CPI, I don't play about CPI. Like CPI can completely reverse a trade. Now, I do believe that the fundamentals are baked into the technicals. Like a lot of times when there's a big move that's gonna happen, like some kind of reversal, you'll see the candles like prep, right? Like let's say price is trending in one direction, I don't know, just a regular uptrend, right? And there's like a news event about to come out. You'll see the candle fail to make that high first, and it starts to inch below right before that news come out. So you get hints before with the technicals of like what's gonna happen, right? It doesn't just happen usually. So I do believe that the technicals are baked into the fundamentals. So I don't really look too much at fundamentals, honestly, but when it comes to like CPI, I do pay attention to that. How do you find your area of interest? Okay, so my area of interest is honestly the last place where price broke structure, right? So for example, like right here, this trade, right? Jump back to a 4 hour. So right here, I'm gonna just rewind back to what I saw, which made me like interested in this trade. So right here, whoa, I don't need all that. Oh my gosh, please go away. Okay. So like right here, right? We had a massive drop, right? I'm looking at the last place price broke structure. So if you look at structure right here, notice how price we were making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and then boom, price did what? We broke structure, right? So you can mark this up. I'm gonna hide this for a second, right? But right here you can see that, again, we look at the candle bodies, not the wicks, but right here you see that this candle body, this was broken by this candle body, right? So you can mark it up as a break of structure, right? And all I do, I'm just like, okay, cool. Well, this was the last place price broke structure. I'm a break and retest trader. I want to see price come back and retest that area. So all I do is I mark up that area and I say, hey, I want to see price come back to this level, right? So I'll mark it up as my 4 hour area interest. So all I'm saying is I'm interested in price getting to this level. Until price gets to this level, I'm not interested, right? So once price finally makes it, you know, to this level, which eventually it does, right? So, you know, price gets there at some point. And guess where it stops? It stops exactly at my what? My area interest. Price loves to come back and, you know, retest levels. So it's okay if price goes a little bit above it, like right here, and I'll hide this so y'all can see it. Price did come above it. That's fine, right? But I'm not interested in price until we come back below this level. Why? Because, you know, we're looking for sales. So as long as price gets to this area and it is below the area, that's what's important to me, right? If price comes to this area and is above it, I'm not interested until it comes back below. So yeah, area interest is just the last place price broke structure always. And yeah, as you can see, like we came here and it respected it very well and it started heading down. So that is how I trade break and retest. I cannot see my X on my screen. Okay, go back. And I want my drawings back as well. Sorry y'all. I want my head and shoulders, cool, and I want my other rectangle, not this one. I think it's this one, cool. Okay, let's see, other questions. With this challenge, are you closing your trades at a 4R? So yeah, I try to aim, okay, so here's my thing, right? When I'm looking for a trade and I'm looking for my targets, y'all know that my targets tend to be a few things. I tend to look for liquidity, right? So right now we're targeting liquidity as our first TP, right? My second TP is usually always going to be the 27 extension, right? And then sometimes I even use psychological levels. So I think on usually I got some psych, yeah, so I got some psych levels marked up as well, right? So when I'm looking for a trade, I measure out my entry and I measure out how many pips it's going to take to get there. Like, what's my restore ratio, right? So if I'm doing a trade and my restore ratio is not at least a 1-4, right? I pass up the trade. I don't take that trade, right? So let's say we got in this trade, right? And my entry was like down here and it was only like a 1-2. Me personally, I'm actually going to pass up this other. I'm not going to take it because to me, it's not worth risking my capital. I want to risk my capital to where I'm getting at least a 1-3, like at least a 1-3. 1-4 is preferable, but if I get at least a 1-3, I'll take it. But like anything lower than a 1-3, if I see the setup and it looks good, but that risk reward is not at least a 1-3, 1-4, I'm passing it up. I'm very picky with my setups when it comes to that. And that's what's helped me become profitable, is being picky with my risk reward ratio, because with a 1-4 restore ratio, I can have a 25% win rate and be like break even, right? Like that's the break even point, is at 25%. So you have so much room to make mistakes, and that's important to me because I'm not perfect, right? I'm not a perfect trader. So let's see. Well, there's some stresses of being a swing trader. There's some stresses. If I'm being honest, I've been less stressed since swing trading. I don't really get stressed out with swing trading, to be honest. Like, I think at first it was hard because I was coming from being a day trader, and I had to like learn to wait for setups. Like, that was my problem, was like waiting for the setup. Like, I just did not like waiting, like, at all. Like, I would get very impatient. But once I learned the patience and once I understood some tricks to help me, you know, not care about waiting that much, I mean, yeah, I don't really have any struggles with swing trading, honestly. If anything, swing trading has been a lot more stress free, because I'll literally sit in the trade, and then I'll go out with my friends. Like, I'll go have fun. You know, we'll go eat, we'll go do whatever. I'll come back and I'm floating like $600. I'm like, cool. I go take a nap, and you know, like, I just go live my life. So it's been less stressful, honestly. Was it you who introduced your friend to trading, or vice versa? You talking about Caitlin? I think y'all are talking about Caitlin. Fun fact, Caitlin is also coming with me to ATL as well. We're gonna be vlogging out there, so y'all gonna see another vlog really, really soon. But yeah, Caitlin, I think Caitlin actually learned about trading before me, but she also got into like MLM, like, early on, but that was like a week, and then she was like, mm-mm. But like me, when I learned about it, like, I was actually like trying to learn the skill set, and I didn't really pull Caitlin into it until, like, I want to say towards the end of last year. So Caitlin's also very new, but because I've been helping her, she's getting it a lot faster. And I think it's important to have somebody like who knows what they're doing to kind of help you, because if not, you're just not gonna, you know, your journey's gonna be a lot longer, that's for sure. But technically she learned about it first, but I actually took it serious first. So, you know, what do you think about the government intervention of case of you? Yeah, so the Bank of Japan, yeah. I think Japan needs to, you know, they gotta do what they have to do, you know, to protect their currency. I understand. It kind of sucks as a trader because I'm scared to trade the yen pairs. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I want to trade them so bad, y'all. Like, I really do. Well, this price action is really ugly, not gonna lie. But every time price is close to this 160 threshold, I feel like it's gonna dump, and I can't predict it happening. I don't want to be in this buy and then, you know, I get taken out. So I've been scared to trade these yen pairs for a while. Like, I took some small trades on EJ, like a small little buy, and I got out like around here, but it wasn't nothing crazy. I'm scared to hold these long term because I don't know when they're gonna, you know, when the Bank of Japan is gonna intervene. So I don't want to call these out and then the Bank of Japan just intervenes, because they've done that before. I sent out a trade on like GJ, and then they intervened, and it was like, well, I couldn't predict that. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, so I've been trying to stay away from them until they figure out whatever they got going on. But yeah, it's, you know, it just is what it is. What is a good amount of money to start trading with live? That depends on how much you are looking to make. So, and it depends on what you want to trade too, right? If you know you want to trade gold and you love gold, I say, well, okay, few things, right? It depends on how much you want to make. It depends on what you want to trade and what your trading style is, right? So let's say you want to make, I don't know, at least a couple hundred in the market, right? And you know you want to trade gold, and you know you want to be a swing trader. If you want to swing trade gold, you need at least a 1K account, because I'm telling you, those big stop losses, like when it comes to gold, you need at least 1K, because them stop losses itself is like at least $100 risk, like at least. So if you're trading with a $100 account and you're trying to swing trade, that one trade will take you out, because that stop loss is like itself is like 100 pips, and that's just on a 0.1. That's not even on like a 0.2, 0.3. Like, no, that's like the lowest lot size. So if you're swing trading gold with them big lot sizes, you have to you gotta have a big account. Now, if you're doing like currency pairs, you can really start with $50, to be honest, because the currency pairs, the pips are calculated differently. When it comes to indices, it depends which indices you're trading. They're a little bit more volatile, but again, it just depends on what you're trading. I would say do your own research on like what you want to trade. But I always recommend like start with like at least like 100, 200. Really and truly, I say if you want to be like, you want to start off like big, you want to like actually make like actual money like right away, I would start with around like 500 to 1,000 personally. If you want to like start off making a couple hundred, but if you want to wait a little bit and slowly build, you can start lower. But that 500 to 1K range is more ideal. Let's see. Do you manually mark up psych levels or is it an indicator? I manually mark it up. And I have a video on psych levels that y'all can watch on YouTube that I think is very helpful. I think I break it down way better on the video than I can on here, honestly. So I highly recommend you check out my psych level video. But I do mark them out myself. What else? Thank you. I'm new to trading. Your videos have been very helpful. I'm glad. I'm very glad. Let's see. Are you planning to quit your 9 to 5? Is my 9 to 5 watching? I don't know who's watching this. I'm gonna just say I would love to get to a point where I can support myself with trading. I'm gonna say that. I would love to get to a point where, you know, I'm making just as much as my job. That's definitely the goal long term. And I know to get there, I have to be, you know, very consistent. And I gotta change the way I'm going about, you know, my risks. I want to be more conservative in a way. So like I want to have a bigger account but risk a lot less so that it's more sustainable. So if I do obtain a bunch of losses, it's not a big deal because my account is so big and I'm risking so little, right? So I gotta build my account to a certain size to where that's more realistic to me. But you know, that's definitely the goal is to, you know, support myself through trading. I would say that. How long do you usually hold your trades? It depends on I'm trading, honestly. Hold on. So, and this is why I miss the yen pair so much, because when I was trading those yen pairs, oh my gosh, I would be in a trade for like no longer than like, you know, maybe like a day or two, 3 days max. Like them yen pairs, it's like in and out. They fly like crazy. When I trade anything other than the yen pair, I feel like I'm in a trade for weeks. Like I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it's moving so slow. And that's why I like trading the yen pairs, because you can be in a yen pair move and oh my gosh, you're up like 200, 300 pips within the week, like within the first half of the week, because they just move so fast. They're so much more volatile. But something as like GU, I'm like, I don't know how long this trade gonna take, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I don't really trade GU like that, so this may take hopefully not that long. But it just depends on what I'm trading. If I'm trading like gold, gold tends to move, you know, more fast. So it really depends on how volatile the pair is, honestly. But I usually don't hold anything more than a week. I am trying to transition, not now, but later, into more of like position trading. I'm working on my own. It's a separate system. It's a separate strategy, very similar to this one, but it's a position trading strategy I'm working on. I'm not releasing it yet, but when I get to a certain point with my account, I do want to transition to position trading, and that will be like, you know, holding for like a week or maybe 2 weeks. But as of right now, it's like a couple days to a week is how long I'm holding for. Let's see. Do you have a video about your trading style? I honestly don't remember. I have a video about my strategy, but that video is kind of old. I kind of need to update it. I do need to make a video of like just like a how to swing trade video, just in general. Whereas I think people can just, you know, watch it and just follow through. But I do have a video on like my strategy. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I might get dark when I click on this because my light's coming from my monitor. But I think, hold on, let me drag this over. 1 second. I think I have it on my channel somewhere. I think it has like close to 10K views or something like that. Let me see. Videos. This is the, can I look at popular videos? Yeah, it should be a very popular video. Let's see. Which one is it? It's this one, how I became profitable. This one kind of breaks down my strategy the most. Like it talks about how I use Fibonacci. It talks about how I use like psychological levels. It talks about like my risk reward ratio and pretty much everything, how I got started. Like in the beginning, I'm kind of hyped because that's when y'all like blew up my viral video, like this video. I was like, oh my god. So I was talking about that a little bit in the beginning, but once you get past me, you know, being geeked, I do get into like a lot about my strategy. But yeah, you can check out this video. I do need to make an updated video on just like how to swing trade in general. I think that would be very helpful for you guys or just people in general. But yeah, that's I'll keep this up here. But yeah, you can check that out for right now, but I definitely need to update it for sure. I'm definitely quitting. I don't blame you. I will say this about the 9 to 5. Having a 9 to 5, like trading with a 9 to 5, it makes things a lot less stressful. Like if I didn't have the 9 to 5, like supporting like my bills and like my day-to-day expenses, I would be so stressed out as a trader. Like I would stress about like every single fluctuation in the trade. I don't think I would be able to just let the market just run like how I do now. I don't know. I just feel like having the 9 to 5 kind of gives me like a peace of mind, so that when I'm trading, I can just let this trade run and I can go live my life. And sometimes, y'all, no joke, I will forget I'm in a trade. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'll come back and I'm like, oh shoot, it hit my TP, right? Like I think like sometimes y'all were like celebrating like in the chat, and I'm just like, I didn't even realize it hit my TP. I was just living my life. That's because I'm so comfortable with letting it run now, because I have that other, you know, so this isn't my only source of income. So I think the 9 to 5 is good for the mindset, like just to relax a little bit. But over some time, like I think if I do want to go full time with trading, I can't just have trading as a side of revenue. I gotta have something else, you know, making passive income, whether it's real estate or some kind of passive endeavor. Like I need something else. It can't just be trading. Like I know it can't be just trading. So whenever I do make that switch full time, I gotta have a couple different streams of going, you know, because I need that peace of mind. Thanks for giving us free game. We love you. I love y'all too. I really appreciate y'all, honestly. Like y'all are making my dream come true. Y'all don't even understand. Last year on UJ, I used I think a 5 lot and held it for 2 days. My first 10K. That is dope. I love trading UJ. UJ is such a simple pair. Like at least it used to be. I don't know what it's doing now. It's stressing me out right now. But back when UJ was like popping, like oh my gosh, I miss this market structure. Like hold on, I want to remember this for a little bit of UJ. This was golden. Like these moves, oh my gosh, it was so easy to catch. Like catch a little 4-hour move, hold it to the daily. Like you're making at least a 1 to 7, 1 to 8, maybe a 1 to 10, like easily. Like this was like the period to trade UJ. Like I feel like anybody could make a lot of money trading UJ because that market structure is just so clean, especially on that 4-hour. Like, or was it that 4-hour structure? I don't know. It was just very clean to me. Definitely miss it for sure. Like look at that. Like look at this structure. Like just it's beautiful. Honestly, I miss it. But you know, right now it's doing what it wants to do, and that's fine. We'll let it do what it wants to do. But yeah, I feel like I've made the most money on UJ to this day still. Like even with me increasing my lot sizes on other pairs, I've traded UJ so much because UJ is my main pair. I started off studying with just UJ. Like when I was in college, those 4 years, I was only trading UJ. That was it, nothing else. Well, every once in a while I would look at the SPX 500, like every once in a while, but majority of the times it was UJ. And it got to the point where I knew it like the back of my hand. Like I could tell what it was gonna do, like just from looking at it. Like I could just tell. Like that's how good I got with UJ. And Yeah, once you really like study a pair and learn a pair, you can really make some money off of it. Do I trade NAS 100? I traded NAS a couple times. I don't really trade it a lot. I haven't really touched it in a while. I used to trade SPX a lot more in the past. I don't really do as much now. I think it's because it was a lot going on with the what was it? I think during this period when price was moving sideways, that's when I stopped trading it. But like up to this point, I was trading like around here. But when we weren't really making any like new higher highs on the daily, I kind of stopped. But I see we're trending now, so I am open to going back to like the indices, either NAS or SPX. I'm cool with either one. They move about the same to me. But yeah, I just gotta get back into it. The only thing about SPX is that I can't really trade it on the 4-hour time frame like I want to. It just doesn't move. I mean, the 4 hours fine. I just find cleaner setups on like the lower time frame, like the 1 hour. I find a lot cleaner setups, and you know that's cool and all, but I also don't really trade the 1 hour like that. So, I found myself incurring more losses because I was taking more like day type trades on SPX 500, so I kind of shied away from it. But I mean, if you could find a really good move on it, it would pay you, and you can hold it for a while. Okay. But yeah, I used to trade NAS and SPX. I don't really do it as much anymore, but I'm open to going back. I don't mind. Especially with how these currency pairs are moving, like I just might go back. Thanks for answering my question. Of course. How did you learn trading? Did you take a formal course? Okay. How did I learn trading? So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was strategy hopping in the beginning, like like real bad. And I had two main people that I watched when I was first learning, and I kind of just mixed up their strategy together. I basically picked what I liked. Well, 2 to 3. I don't know. I was watching a couple different people. All swing traders, of course. The first guy I watched on YouTube for a really, really long time, this was like throughout college. I think everybody knows who Swaggy C is, or I'm pretty sure, or you know. But he was the first person I ever heard of, and that's how I learned about Fibonacci. I did not know about Fibonacci until I watched him, and I learned about cycle levels from him as well. So that was like the very, very first like foundation. But at the time, he was doing like, you know, the day trading. He wasn't swing trading. But I did learn about fibs, and I did learn about the cycle levels around that point, and just a lot about just, you know, the market. And then, but I didn't learn about swing trading until I started watching, his name is Alex G. I don't really watch him as much anymore because I kind of do my own thing now. But that's where I learned about the break-and-retest. Because I heard of break-and-retest, but he was like the main guy, like the break-and-retest guy. So I just used to watch him, and he would mark up his area interest. I mark mine up a little different than him, you know, it's fine. But regardless, like that's where I got the discipline of like waiting for price to get to your area interest, wait for that recess, you know, and then wait for that entry signal, wait for that shift of structure. Like that shift of structure, that came from him. So really, my strategy is a mixture of pieces from Swaggy C and Alex G strategy, and I just pick what I like and I just combined it, and it's been working. So Now, Psy, I didn't learn about Psy until way later in my journey. By that point, I was kind of already trading like market structure because I learned it from Swaggy C. But I didn't really understand how to get a good risk to a ratio until I started watching Psy. Like he taught me how to scale in on the low time frame and then scale out on the higher time frame. And that's when that risk to a ratio came in. That's when the profitability really came in. So really just a mixture of just different people I used to watch on YouTube would help me. There was one other guy I used to watch too about Fibonacci. He does more like automated trading, but he taught me a lot about like some smart money concepts. I don't really pay much attention to smart money concepts, but I do understand like gaps and how price wants to fill gaps. Like right here, this break and retest, honestly, if you really think about it, like this break and price coming back, all price is doing is filling up this gap. When price dropped, if you understand like how the market works with like banks, when you have big moves like that and these big like institutions are trading, a lot of times, they're trying to fill orders, but their orders are getting, left behind because they're so big. Like when you're trading with like big lot sizes like that, you have to do your orders like in increments. You can't just, put a giant order at one point because you're gonna get what's it called? I forgot the technical name for it. Shoot, it just slipped my mind. Basically, what happened to me, like when that news happened, right, and my entry shot up 40 pips. Like when you have big moves like that with the news, your entry gets pushed up. So a lot of times, like this correction is really the banks like making that happen. They're filling orders, right? When price is filling these gaps, they're filling orders, right? And they're looking to continue down more, right? Because they got to come back and fill these orders. They can't leave these gaps behind. So these break and retest is really just price coming back to fill that gap and fill these orders. And then once price gets to where it needs to do, once it fills all these gaps, right, finishes the retest, that's when you head back down, right? So that's really what break and retest is, honestly. So yeah, to answer your question, I did not take a formal course. I just kind of YouTube hopped. And honestly, I probably should have did a course because that would have helped my learning time, a lot more. I feel like I spent a lot of time just trying to figure it out. But it is what it is now. I'm here now. But I hate my 9-to-5 so bad, but trading has been ruthless with me. I think I understand the 9-to-5 part. Here's how I look at it though. Like with the trade, we're really dropping right now. Oh my gosh. Love that. So yeah, with the trading part, here's my thing, right? I feel like it's either you figure out trading or you go back to doing what? Exactly. It's like, what else you gonna go back to? Like, I think trading is the one thing where it's one of the very few things where you can really just make money from just doing basically nothing. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you're a person that doesn't like to socialize, like you're antisocial, this is the perfect source of income for you. You don't have to talk to anybody. You can literally just look at the charts, place your trade, and make money. Who wants to pass it up? Like nobody, right? So the way I look at it is like, yeah, like trading is hard, but it's so worth it. Like I have the mindset of like, I'm gonna learn it no matter what. Like I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how many times I gotta retry, how many accounts I have to blow. I'm gonna figure it out at some point. Because I feel like when you really want something and you're really putting that work in and you're really like being consistent, right, you're gonna do what it takes. Like if you never give up, you can never really lose, honestly. Like the only people who really lose is like the people who never, they give up at some point. But if you never give up, you can never lose, right? So at some point, you're gonna have to get it at some point. It takes a while for some people, but I feel like if you're watching the right person and you are just being mindful of like how much you're actually entering the market, you'll start to notice patterns and things like that. And, eventually you'll start to figure it out. But it does take some time in the beginning. I'm not going to lie. It's not easy. But once you start to really, just getting this, it's at one point it's going to click. Like at one point it's just going to be like second nature. So I say just keep doing it. Like trust me, just keep doing it. It's going to pay off. NAS is smoother than Dow 30. It's extremely spiky. Yeah, I've never even tried to trade US 30 like in my life. Like I think I looked at the chart maybe twice in my lifetime because I don't want no smoke with US 30. Like y'all got it. I don't want no problems with US 30 like at all. But shout out to y'all who do trade US 30. Y'all are doing that. Yeah, y'all are doing that. Watching from Kenya and Africa, and I just want to say thank you for the insightful videos. Of course. Where are y'all from? Like, where are y'all watching me from? I'm very curious to see. Let me know where y'all from and what time is it in y'all in y'all area, because right now it is 10:30. Well, about almost 10:30 around in my time. I'm in the CST time zone. Prop firm or live, which is better? So I attempted a prop firm one time, and one of them kind of made me mad because I was getting very close to getting out that eval part, and then they did something weird to my account. Like I took an L on one of my trades, but they took way more than what I risked, which made zero sense to me. I was like, what? Like, I don't know. It really irritated me. And I didn't like the fact that, like, how I was making, like, really big, like, 1 to 5, 1 to 7 trades. And I hated how I couldn't withdraw the money, like, right then and there. Because y'all know me, like, when I make some money, I want to take it out that day. Like, I want it now. Like, no joke. So it used to really irritate me that, like, I would make that much and I couldn't take it out. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was just very impatient. I'm not going to lie. So I just was like, forget it. I'm a live trade. And it's been working. Like, live trading, I'll make the amount and I'll go take it out the next day. Like, so it's been working for me because I'm just not patient when it comes to waiting for that eval. Like, I can't do it. I just can't. Now, if you're patient and you could wait for the eval stage and you could work for whatever the second step verification phase is, and then the actual, like, live trading, definitely do it because there's definitely, there's definitely incentives in there. Now, some of the rules, like, I don't like consistency rules at all. That makes me not want to do it. I don't like relative drawdown. That also is, like, a no for me. And that's another thing that kind of pushes me away is, like, a lot of prop firms, they don't allow, like, trading news. They do the relative drawdown. They have those consistency rules where you can't have a big day and just take it out. I don't like that. Like, it just don't feel realistic to me. Like, if I had a big day, let me enjoy my big day. Like, So I just don't like those rules. I like to be more free with my trading, but, I think it's good to, if you know what you're doing and you need some capital, I think it could be a good route. But I think the overall goal should be live trading. Like, if you're doing prop firms, I think the goal is to take that money and put it in a live account so you could be free. That's how I feel. How long did it take you to scale your live account and start buying things for yourself, kind of supporting your lifestyle? Not really long. I want to say I started my account at 200 back in, like, November last year, and I was at a couple thousand within a few months, and I kind of kept it, like, around that range. Like, I don't know. Like, I make a certain amount and then I take it out and I go enjoy it, or I'll make a certain amount and I'll take it out and I'll go on the trip. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to, like, scaling my account, once I got to a certain point, I kind of had a bad habit of just taking the money out and spending it, and that's where I need to do better at. Like, I need to chill out and just actually scale my account, because I do tend to spend a little more than I should, not gonna lie. But that's something I'm working on, not gonna lie. But I'm working on it. I'm working on myself. I love to have a time. I'm sorry, I do. I love to have a time. But it didn't take me long to scale from, like, 100 to a couple thousand, like, at all. Maybe like a few months, and because I take high short ratio trades like this. It's like literally, I think one trade I doubled my account in, like, one trade. It was like a 1 to 10. Y'all remember that video? What was that video? This one. This trade was crazy. I doubled my account in one trade because I called it 1 to 10. Like, I'm telling you, like, if you catch, like, them high ratio trades, you could really flip your account like crazy. It's insane. So it does not take long. Like, with swing trading, if you get that high risk ratio, you're good. Okay, y'all are from Indiana, Orlando, Florida. It's 11:22. Okay, you're in the Eastern. Houston. I love Houston. I'm actually gonna be in Houston on Sunday. Like, after I come back from Atlanta, I'm going straight to Houston after that. Alabama, 10:23. Okay. Fun fact, I was actually born in Alabama. I don't live in Alabama, but I was actually born there. But I moved, like, a long time ago. Trinidad. Okay. 11:25. St. Louis, Illinois. Kenya is 6:23 in the morning. Oh, it's 6 in the morning? You're up at 6 in the morning, you're watching me? Oh my gosh, that's love, because I would be asleep. I would be asleep right now. That's love. Los Angeles. Ooh, I love LA. I love LA so much. I was out there a couple years ago. I'm going back out there. Not LA, but I'm going to San Francisco next month. So that should be fun. That's cool though. I love LA. South Africa. It is 5:24 in the morning. Wow, y'all are up really early watching me. That is crazy. That is crazy. Are you still using Henko Trade? Yeah, I'm still using Henko Trade. That's really the only broker I use, for real. I like them because of like the leverage I get on the Forex pairs, like the high leverage, and I don't have to deal with the KYC stuff, so I can just deposit with the Bitcoin, and then I pull it right back out with Bitcoin. It's pretty quick. So Henko has been pretty cool. I know, and the main reason I use Henko, honestly, is because of how long they've been around in the space. Like a lot of these brokers kind of popped up within the last like 2 to 3 years, but Henko has been around for like almost 10 years. So I just like how long they've been around, how long they've been operating. It makes me a lot more comfortable, using a broker like that that's offshore. Like if I'm using an offshore broker, I want them to be there for like a while. Like I don't want to pick an offshore broker that just came up like last year. Like I don't feel comfortable putting my money there. It's either offshore that's been there for a long time or regulated. That's my only 2 routes I'm going. I need to start withdrawing more, but it's fun. Like it's fun. Trust me. Like I love it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like every time I have a good like withdrawal, I'm on a trip. Like I'm going somewhere. I love to travel, y'all. I love to travel. Like literally, let me tell y'all my travel list right now. Literally tomorrow, like after this live, I gotta pack. I'm packing right now, but tomorrow I'm gonna be flying out to Atlanta tomorrow. And the reason why I'm supposed to be going to Atlanta, I'm supposed to be seeing Sai. Sai is having a meetup out there in Atlanta, right? But he changed it last minute. He pushed back the meetup day from that Friday to that Sunday, and my flight leaves on Sunday, so I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it, y'all. I'm so hurt. That was the whole point of me going out there, was to see Sai. And I was gonna vlog it. I'm still gonna vlog it, but like, not gonna lie, that kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. He changed it like yesterday. I was like, bro, like, what are you doing? No, but it's fine. Still gonna go to Atlanta. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna go out there with Caitlin and another friend. We're gonna vlog, and the vlog's gonna be fun. So look out for the vlog. It's gonna be cool. After Atlanta, literally that Sunday, I gotta go to Houston to see my cousin. She's graduating, and then I'm gonna do fun things out in Houston. And then next month is when I'm going to San Francisco, right? And then the month after that is my birthday month, and I'm going to Dallas. So like literally every month I got some kind of trip. Just I'm going somewhere like every month. It's like it doesn't stop for me. So when I tell y'all like I travel, like believe me, like every month I'm going somewhere. Let's see. You plan on scaling in this trade if it retests properly? So honestly, I could have scaled in like earlier. This like right here, this would have been a perfect place to scale in. Where price we broke this 4-hour support and we came back to retest it. As y'all see that right here. I'm gonna hide this for a second so y'all can see it. Price we came down, broke structure, came back to retest. This would have been a perfect place to scale in. Why? Because right here, it didn't really reach a deep retracement. GU don't really retrace that deep, to be honest. But the reason why this is a good place to scale in is because where we are in the range. So, for example, on the daily, right? If you look at these levels, right here, this is like still kind of like, in retracement zone. Once you break out these retracement levels, like once you break out the 61, the 50, and the 38, this is where price picks up momentum and you see a big push down here, right? But I like to scale in when we're in like discount or premium. So if we're selling, I want to sell in the premium, right? So like, for example, if I have this fib, whoa, where's my fib? Okay, I have a fib, right? So the way I see the fib is divided into 2 sections, right? the section above, like 50% and above, this is premium, right? This is the premium. And you can even look at it like this way. Where's my GAN box? Do I not have it saved on here? I do. Whoa. Oh, I'm not in this trade anyway. That's fine. I've been closed this trade out, so it's fine. I'm glad I closed it out because that's crazy. I would have lost. That's crazy. Okay. I don't even see that alert, but okay. Anyway, like I was saying, okay, so right here, right, I'm gonna do it this way actually. Well, yeah, it's fine. So right here, as you can see, yeah, I'm gonna do it the other way, my bad. Wrong one. Okay. 50, 0. Okay, cool. So this is a good visual, right? So anything 50 and above is considered premium, right? This is the premium price. So this is the, where's my text? This is premium. I can't spell, y'all. I can't spell premium. You know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Y'all don't need it. Y'all can listen. Y'all can listen. Anything above in the 50, anything 50 above is the premium, right? Anything 50 and below is discount, right? So if I'm looking for a sell and price is coming down, right? And then I don't want to, if I'm looking for a sell, I don't want to sell down here, right? I want to wait till price comes back to up here. Why? Because you buy high. I'm sorry, you sell high and you buy low, right? So I want to get price at like the highest point as possible. So when I'm looking to sell, I make the most money from that, from that sale, right? Because I caught it way up here, so I'm catching more pips, right? Same thing for like a buyer. If I'm buying, like from here to here, right? So we're in the uptrend. So low, high. I don't want to buy at the high because what? Most likely price is going to come down. I'm going to, not get the best price. I want to wait till price actually gives you that retracement into what? Into discount. So anything below the 50, this is my discount. I want price to come into discount. So when we break this 50% retracement, this is discount, right? This is where I want to buy. Same reason, because you want to, buy low. So when I'm looking at my ranges, like for this trade, right? When we're like close to these retracement levels, we're already kind of leaving, this discount zone. And I feel a lot safer when I am adding like a second position, like, I'm sorry, not discount, in this premium, like on these levels, because it's a less likely chance that price is going to, come back and retrace back up here. Like 9 times out of 10, when you're up here, you're putting positions up here, you're safe, right? But as you get closer and closer, let's say price already breaks like liquidity, like we take out liquidity. Like if you're trying to enter positions like past liquidity, like towards the 27 extension, like, I mean, that's cool, but like price is about to reverse pretty soon. Like you're getting very close to these, these sellers. Like once you get to that 27, trying to add a position anywhere like near here is kind of, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot right there. Like, so I like to scale in a lot closer off these levels. Now that we're picking up momentum, I'm probably not going to look to scale in because we're probably gonna have a big push to this TP. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm probably just gonna let price do what it wants to do. Maybe in the 1 hour you can find like a small little scale in, but the only problem with the 1 hour is that like if the 4 hour decides to have a pullback, it's gonna break that 1 hour structure, right? So that's why I like to scale in on the 4 hour, because that 4 hour is more respected. If you scale in on the 1 hour, that's cool. But if that 4 hour wants to pull back, it can pull back, right? The 4 hour can pull back all the way up to, here. and break this 1 hour level, and it's still gonna be valid. Why? Because my 1 hour high is up here. So price can, if it wanted to, it could take you out and, do all that. So to be honest, probably not. I'm probably not gonna add no more positions. I'm probably just gonna let it play out, do its thing, and just live my life. I like to just put my trade in profit and just live my life. Let it do its thing. Once you move that stop loss to profit, you can do what you want. Like, you can do whatever you want. Let's see. From the first state ever tried supply and demand strategy? I feel like I've tried every strategy in the beginning. I've tried supply and demand. I think supply and demand, let me be honest, y'all. All of these strategies are the same. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. All of these strategies are exactly the same thing. Like, if you really, 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 really think about it, right? Like, a lot of times, like, people, okay, so like when I'm drawing out this area of interest, right, and I'm saying, hey, I want price to come back to this area of interest, some people see this as a supply zone. Like, hey, I'm waiting for price to tap supply and then sell. Like, to me, it's the same thing. Like, it's just different names. Like, you can call it a supply zone if you want to. You can call it my area of interest. I'm waiting for the retest if you want to. You can call it Fibonacci. I'm waiting for price to get to this 61 and then go down. Like, I don't know. To me, it's all just market structure. Like, everything is just, the push, the pullback, and the continuation. Like, it's really the market. So you can name it what it want, but everything's the same to me. So yeah, at some point I was trying supply and demand, but that was years ago, and I think it just, the way I was doing it just wasn't working. Like, I think it was like as soon as it tapped that entry level, you enter, but then price would like fly through it, and it was like I was trying to catch like falling knives. Like, it was bad. So I didn't like that. I did not like it. RR is looking good. RR is looking amazing. Again, first TP is going to be a 1 to 4, and second TP is going to be a 1 to 6, almost a 1 to 7. So yeah, on the challenge account, we should be up $40 when we get to this TP, and then up around 60 when we get here, which is going to pretty much, be a big jump in the account. So the more we tend to, the more we're able to risk as we go on, you're going to see the account double like a lot faster. Like, right now it's only like around that 100 mark. So it's, it's not going to double as much. Don't get me wrong though, like $40 and $60 on a $100 account, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot of money. You're basically like, making half of the account or more, which is crazy if you really think about it. But once we get to like a slightly higher level where we're risking more, you're really going to see it, multiply. So it's going to be fun to watch. Do you adjust your stop loss to break even on these trades? So, good question. So it really depends. I really like to trail 4-hour structure. So really, wherever that 4-hour structure is happening at, that is where I move my stop loss. So let's say at some point price, kind of starts to slow down around here, and it gives you like a, a lower high, and it comes back down, then I will move my stop loss above this level. Like, I would put my stop loss like here, basically. So I only really move it with structure. Like, if it hasn't made structure yet, I'm not really gonna move it. Now let's say, let's be realistic. Let's say price like makes it all the way to my TP1. I'm gonna move it to at least break even. Like, I'm definitely gonna secure like something, because I would be crazy not to, right? If we get the TP1 and my risk is still on, like, no, like TP1, I'm moving to at least break even. If you don't want to trade the 4-hour structure, you can also trail 1-hour structure. Just know that it's probably gonna fluctuate a lot more. But if you wanted to, you could move your stop loss. And if the 1 hour, just know that like, if the 4-hour pullback does happen, like, it could take it out. So that's the only thing. So I prefer trailing the 4-hour. But yeah, if break even, like the 4-hour happened like right here, like a new structure point, like price decided to just pull back and then make a new low, then yeah, I would move my stop loss below that low. So really, I'm just looking to trail structure, to be honest. I'm I don't just put it at break even just because like, oh, we're up so many pips. Like, nah, I trail structure. Like, I want to make sure I'm giving the trade room to breathe, you know. Let's see. You lit? I am lit. I am lit. I love to turn up. I'm from Pakistan. My name is right. I don't want to butcher your name. I'm not gonna say it. I'm sorry. Oh, you're giving me like your whole bio. Okay, period. No hate over here. It's all love. It's all love. How did I learn how to trade? Kind of like what I said earlier. YouTube University. Oh, my camera's about to die. That's not fun. I'm gonna wrap this up really soon because my camera's about to die really soon. Once my camera dies, this live is probably gonna be over. YouTube University. Just being on YouTube, strategy hopping until I found the 2 people that really resonated with me, and I just watched them for a long time until I got it, it clicked. So yeah, I learned off YouTube. What lot size do you use here on this trade? For the 1 to 10K, I think I used the 0.04 on here. I don't remember. It's on my iPad. Like, the challenge is on my iPad, so I have to go look at my iPad to go look. But it wasn't a big one. Basically, my lot size is really whatever percentages. So for example, if I want to risk 10% of 100, right? I have a $100 account. 10% of 100 is $10, right? So literally what I do, I pick out my lot size. I'm like, okay, my entry's here. My stop loss is here, right? This is 32 pips. So whatever lot size times 32 pips equals around $10, that's the lot size I'm picking. And that's how I always trade it. I don't really have a set lot size that I always pick. It's based off of my, the percentage. So, like, thank you. Your trading has improved dramatically. I love that. I'm glad y'all are doing well. The crazy thing is, y'all, this channel, the whole point of this channel is was just to document my journey as a swing trader. Like, I just wanted to go back and look back at like my progress overall. But the fact that y'all are like gaining so much from the channel, like, I love that for y'all. Like, honestly, like, that's why I don't mind, making the videos and, doing things like this, if it helps you. So, I love that. But this was never the point of the channel. The whole point of the channel was just to document my journey. But I love how much love y'all been showing. So yeah, I definitely don't mind doing it at all. What's the point of moving your stop loss when the trade go in your direction? To lock in profit, like, just in case the market decides to reverse. It's like, well, let's say price comes down here and then, I don't know, some news event happens and it just flies through, whatever. Well, at least you didn't lose money, like, at least you locked in some profit. It's better than nothing, or you locked in profit within the, let's say you're trailing within profit. Worst case scenario, you still made some money, right? So I do know people who don't trail and they just let it run. It's good for them. But I don't want to give money back. Like, if I've been in the trade for like multiple days, almost a week, and I just don't make any money, like, no, like, I gotta make something, right? So I want to lock in that profit because I'm spending my time, waiting on the trade and analyzing. So, and my camera just died. Hold on, y'all. I got a spare battery. Give me 1 second, y'all. Can y'all still hear me, though? I got to change my battery on my camera. Hold on. Y'all keep asking questions. I'm just going to change my battery real quick. Hold on. I'm so glad I bought a spare battery because my battery dies so fast on this camera now. It's crazy. Okay. Let's see. I got the battery right here. I'm gonna switch it out for a second. I don't know if it's gonna start just recording normally, but we're gonna see. I guess. Let's see. Put it back on the tripod. Let's see, what are y'all saying? You took a $60 account to $130 on gold. That's what's up. That is cool. That's cool. I like gold. Gold is a good pair. When I was first trading, I didn't really understand gold. But like, since I've been like trading it more, I definitely see the hype. Like, I understand it. But I definitely had to like learn because I was trying to treat gold as like a Forex pair, and that's where I was messing up. That's where I was messing up for sure. Okay, let me see if I can plug this back into my camera real quick. Let me know if y'all can see me again. Y'all can see me? Okay, cool. That works. Appreciate you for responding always. Of course. Yeah, definitely lock in that profit. Like, you wanna make back what you spend time in the trade. Like, you wanna make something. So, trying to make sure I didn't miss any comments. Yeah, trailing is a must. Cause these currency pairs, y'all, don't get me wrong. Like, let's be real. Like, where's the real trend at? Like, let's be real. Where's the real trend? You don't know when these currency pairs are gonna reverse. Like, honestly, like, look at the weekly. This is horrible. This is really bad. really bad, right? So when it comes to currency pairs, I gotta trail because you don't know when it's gonna reverse. You don't know when CPI is gonna come and just switch everything up, right? If it was like something like gold, you could probably hold gold for a little minute without having to move your stop loss. But like currency pairs, nah, trail, please, trail it. I get paid. Yes, you do. How much time do you spend on trading in a day? What do you mean? How much time do I spend? Like analyzing charts or like holding a trade? Like, what do you mean by that? Because if you're saying analyzing charts, I think it depends on like how experienced you are. I don't really spend much time looking at charts at all. Like, if I'm in a trade, I'm not looking at charts. I'm just letting the trade run and I'm living my life. But if I'm not in a trade, then every day I am kind of looking at charts to see, okay, what can I get into? But yeah, not much. Will you make update videos on your trade? I need to. I really need to. That's a goal for this summer. It's just to make more educational content. I'm not gonna lie. This past like month, I haven't put out much educational content, and the reason for that is because it's my job. I ain't gonna lie. They really I don't know what's been going on this month. I work for like a project, and they've been really working your girl like super long hours. So it's been a little harder this month, but I'm finally getting to a place where like it's coming back to normal, so I can do more things like this. So, but I do want to get back to making the educational content because I think it helps really well. I do want to make a new updated video, just my strategy in general, where y'all can just kind of like watch it from like point A to point Z and just know exactly what my strategy is, no question about it. Another goal I want to do is like have a like a course, like just a free YouTube course where you can just look at step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, whatever, and then once you get to the very end, you basically know everything you need to know about my strategy, and you can just apply it. I think that's the easiest way to really learn, is like just something very detailed and structured, and I think that would answer a lot of y'all questions as well. So y'all can just always go back to it and just refer to that. So that's one of my goals for this summer too, is just like making a YouTube course and just have y'all watching and ask questions. But yeah, do you plan on holding through the weekend? I would. I definitely would. I don't mind holding through the weekend because, I mean, the market doesn't sleep. Like, it's still moving. Like, even through the weekend, like, it's gonna make its move. Like, I know y'all saw that gap up this week, like on the AUD pairs, like how it just kind of gapped up like crazy. Like, that was over the weekend. Like, it was moving, right? Like, the market still moves over the weekend. So yeah, I'll still hold it. As long as my bias is still correct and it's still moving in my direction, I don't see no reason to close and get it off. So, how much do you have till what? How much do you have to? What? I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand what you're asking me. How much do you have to swing trade overnight? Not much, honestly. I mean, now I will say, you do have swap fees, like over time, and you do have weekend fees. So I only will hold a trade if it's worth it. Like, if my trade is like super, like, deep in profit, then yeah, I'll hold it. But if it's like Friday and I'm just looking to get into a trade and I know I'm not gonna be deep in profit, I might wait till like the next week or something like that. Or let's say I'm in the trade, right, and like it's like Friday about to be Wednesday, and price has already gotten to like past my first TP is like right here. I'm gonna just close it out, honestly, because like I don't know, at that point, like the swap fees and the weekend fees, is it really worth the few pips? Like really, like I would probably just close it out around that point. So it just depends what the trade is at, personally. Let's see, fix my camera so y'all can see me more. How do you know when you want to use the daily and 4 hour and when you choose 4 hour 15? I always try to look to do the daily and 4 hour first. Like I always try to find that big swing move first. If you want to be honest, a lot of times when I'm trading, I'm alternating between the two if I'm focusing on one pair. So for example, hold on, did this get moved over? Sorry, my stream looks really weird right now. Does my stream look weird on camera? Do y'all see like a weird like black line on the side, or am I tripping? Because I feel like my screen is moved over a bit on my stream. Let me move that back over. There we go. That was weird. Okay. So for example, right? Check this out. So this is GU, right? This is how I would use the daily and 4 hour and then the 4 hour 15 combo. So right here, this is my daily. We're bearish. Daily pullback. Okay. Boom. 4 hour entry, right? All right. Stay with me here. Stay with me. Okay. This pullback though, right? This move alone. If I wanted to use the 4 hour 15, this is where I would scale down, right? So 4 hour, what we're bullish, right? Higher high, higher low. Okay, boom. Drop down to the 15. Right? And this is where I was scaling on the 15-minute, get my entry and then, have those moves up. So when we're having retracements for the bigger moves, that's why I'm looking to do the 4 hour 15, right? But once that retracement is over, like on the daily, like once this daily retracement is over, this 4 hours done pushing up, right? That is when I'm not looking to do the 4 hour 15 anymore. Now that I caught this 4 hour 15, like heading up, I caught these moves, 4 hour 15, 4 hour 15 on the pullback. I know, okay, cool. That was cool. That was cute, right? But the daily time frame is ready to make the big move. Now I want to get into the daily, right? I don't want to worry about the 4 hour 15. So once I get that pullback on the daily and my 4 hour shifts back to the overall structure with the daily, like the 4 hour and daily matches up, okay, that's when I know I want to switch over. So really, these pullbacks into the bigger moves is when I'm trading 4 hour 15. And once we get to that area of interest, that's when I'm switching back over. So let me know if that makes sense, right? I'm trading it up and I'm trading it back down. The pullbacks is the 4 hour 15 and then the big moves is the daily 4 hour. So that's how I use it. That's how I'm able to just stick to like just a few pairs, because I can trade the up direction with the 4 hour 15. And then once the big move happens, I can trade the daily 4 hour. So yeah, that's how I do that. All the USD pairs gap. Yes, they have. What's the longest you've been in the trade? The longest I've been in the trade was this was like last year. I was trading EU. Y'all know EU is the slowest pair ever. Like EU is like the grandma of all Forex pairs. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's Momo right there. Like she take her time. And she pays, but it takes some time. I think I was in that trade for like 2 weeks and it still didn't hit my TV. I was like, oh my God. I just closed it out because I couldn't hold it no more because it was just it was moving so slow. Like I just did not have the patience for it. Like I'm a swing trader, but I'm not that kind of swing trader. I cannot hold for like a month. I can't do it. Like at least not right now. So yeah, that was the longest trade I ever been in. It was like 2 weeks straight. And then once I wasn't even like at my TP, I was like, no, just give me the money. It's fine. Like I just can't do it. It's just so slow. That's why I trade the yen pairs, y'all. The yen pairs give you like maybe 1-2 days, 3 max, TP hit. You're good. Like, that's all you really need. You don't even need the full week for the yen pairs, which I love so much. Yeah. EU be creeping. It really does. Like, I just can't do EU, y'all. I cannot do it. EU's the best beginning pair. I will say EU has some structure. Like, it is, like, when it comes to structure, I haven't looked at EU in a while. Look at it real quick. Euro USD. EU has some structure. Like, it has some decent market structure. Like, and it's really good with fibs too. Like, I'm seeing, like, this was a good fib play right here. This is a good fib play right here. Well, this ain't really complete, but, you know, it's still, you know, hit the fib. EU has some good structure. Let me see the daily. Until you get to the high time frame, it's a little choppy, but I mean, it's still decent structure on the daily. The 4 hour looks a little better though. 4 hour looks a lot better. Yeah, like, this is a fib, retracement, TP. Like, I see the movements. Like, it's good structure. It's just slow. Like, I just y'all, I can't do it. Like, if you trade EU, I commend you. You have the patience of the world. Like, you have the best patience ever. I cannot do it. I cannot do it at all. Copy. So 4R15 for the retest, and yeah. So that's how I trade it. Like, when I'm waiting for this big retracement on the higher time frame, this is when my 4R15 comes into play right here, right? But once we get ready for that big move, I'm switching to daily 4 hours. So I just alternate between the two. And honestly, if you do that, you don't really need to trade a million pairs. You could stick to maybe 1 or 2 and just keep trading up and down, and just master that pair. Like, I did that a lot for UJ. UJ, that was the only pair I traded for a very, very, very long time. And I've always made money on it. I would just trade it up. 4R15, and then higher time frame, daily 4 hour, right? The only thing is, like, with my strategy, the market has to trend. Like, if the market is not trending, like, if it's not making, like, structured, like, higher highs, higher lows, low lows, lower highs, and it's, you know, if it's not doing that and it's consolidating, my strategy does not work for it. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, when it comes to consolidation, my strategy, that's where it fails. Like, honestly. And I know that. I know when it consolidates, stay away. Like, I know it. Because Fibonacci, it only works with trending markets. Only. Right? If this market is not trending, it's gonna mess you up. It's gonna tear you up for real. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm probably about to wrap this up soon, y'all, because I gotta pack. I'm not done packing, like, not even close. And I got to fly out, like, I gotta get to the airport by like 12 and then fly out for like 2. So I'm gonna take a few more questions, and then after that, I gotta wrap it up, y'all. Give it a few more minutes. How about y'all though? How long have y'all been trading? Like, I'm curious to see, like what's the skill level, or not skill level, but just how long y'all been trading for. Like, are y'all been trading for like a couple years? Or this your first year, couple months, first week? Like let me know. I'm very curious to know how long y'all been trading for. How long have you been trading for? And never mind, I'm not gonna ask that. But yeah, how long have y'all been trading for? I'm very, very curious to see what's the dynamic here. Let's see, 2 years, off and on 3 years, since 2022. Okay, it's about me too. Okay, second week. Really? This your second weekend? Welcome to my stream. Oh my gosh, that's cool. 2 years on and off, 3. Okay, since 2022. That was like 4 years ago. It's like 4 years. Okay, since 2018. Okay. That was like 2018 was like before people was even like promoting trading. Like if you was trading in 2018, like, you just, I don't know how you learned about trading back then. You just somehow came across it. Because I think 2020 was when everybody was like pushing trading. But that's when like all the scammers were out, right? But I think now the trading space is in a space where like everybody's trading. Like your friends trading, your cousins are trading, your teacher trading, your auntie trading. Like everybody's a trader now. It's crazy. Like I feel like we're in an age where trading is just like pretty normal, which I love. I love seeing that. Like I'll literally like post a chart on my Instagram, and then someone who like I follow like personally, I know personally, it's like, oh yeah, I'm looking at a trade too. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know you trade. Like it's like everybody trades now. It's crazy. Still struggling. It's okay. It's okay. Like it takes time. Trust. It takes time. Been trading for a year now. Stayed at my original 450 cents. Been looking to really scale up. Okay, so looking to scale. I got you. Many years. Only lost. I'm not gonna lie. Like when you're first starting off, like you're gonna lose a lot. But when you lose, it's important to really document that. Like when I first started trading and I was losing like crazy, I would just what I would do, I would document my trades on my iPad, like a trading journal, and I would write down, okay, how was I feeling like mentally, like how was my emotions? Did I follow my rules? Okay. What went wrong? And I would mark that down. And when I journaled it, it felt more of a lesson and less of like, oh, I suck. All right. Because at that point, when I wrote it down, I could look back and reflect of like, okay, this is what I did wrong. Let me not do that again, or try to do that a lot less. And from there, I fine-tuned like the mistakes I was doing, and I eventually stopped doing them. Because a lot of times you have to track your behavior. You tend to have habits, but you don't realize you have habits until you actually track them down. And when you go back and review it, you're like, oh, okay, this is why I'm losing trades, because it's not the strategy. It's just I'm getting scared when price fluctuates and I'm closing too early, or my stop loss is too tight, or I don't know, I'm trading at the wrong session. Like I'm trading a London session pair at like, I don't know, during the Asian, and I'm getting liquidity swept before it makes the move, right? That was my problem for a while. I didn't realize, that London session likes to do liquidity sweeps, but it does. So you start to learn things over time, and you journal it and you learn it. So 11 months. Okay, so you're almost at a year. That's what's up. Okay, almost a year in. 8 years, just starting to get results. And that's what matters. As long as you're getting results, that's what matters. 9 months. Okay. So almost a year. 4 years. Okay. So we got some different experiences out here. Since 2020, still not profitable. That's okay, honestly. Like, again, like when I started like learning about trading, it was like 2020 for me too. But my problem was I was like strategy hopping. Honestly, if you want to be real, I feel like being profitable is not really about the strategy itself. Like, don't get me wrong, having a good strategy is very important. But I had a good strategy, but for a while it wasn't profitable. Like I was trading like this for a while, but was break even for a really, really long time. I didn't understand why until I learned about risk management, y'all. Like once I learned how to scale in a trade, like using that daily 4-hour combo or that 4-hour 15. Once I learned how to do that, and my risk reward ratio started looking like this, right? Like 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6. That is when I became profitable. Like the moment I started doing this is when I became profitable. I promise you, it's not the strategy. It is your risk reward ratio. I can almost guarantee you. That is the problem. Another problem people have is like they don't risk the same amount every time, right? So they'll risk like $50 one day and they get a win, and then they get excited, and then they risk $150, and then they lose way more than what they made, and it's just not. It doesn't add up. Like your losers become bigger than your winners. So if you can find a way to make your winners way bigger than your losers, you're gonna be profitable. Like mathematically, it makes sense. Like if you're winning more than losing, technically you are profitable, right? Like that's really the formula. Just make sure your winners are bigger than your losers. So if you can find a good risk reward ratio where it don't really matter how many times you lose, that one win will wipe out pretty much everything, you are gonna be profitable. I promise. Like you just have to be more picky with your setups. Pick the setups that give you the high risk reward ratio. Don't take every single 1 to 2, 1 to 1. Like, no, like be more picky. Like, wait for that good setup. The less you take, the more you're exposing your account anyways. So, that's even better. And get that one win for the week. Take your one trade, make your money, okay, move on, go to the next week, right? Like, you don't have to trade multiple times during the week. 1 to 2 trades and you're really good, honestly. So I found myself paper trading during real time. Now back trading was good, but I need to see in real time. How about you? You say you find yourself paper trading during real time. Oh, are you talking about like forward testing versus back testing? Is that what you're talking about? Me personally, I need to forward test. Back testing does not work for me because I can already see what happened, and to me that's cheating. Like, I need to actively practice like the emotions. Like, when it comes to back testing, like, I know what's gonna happen. I literally can see it. I just saw it, right? Like, it's just not, And then you're also like, it's a swing trader, right? These setups take days to set up, like literally days. Like, you could wait 2 days for a setup to occur, right? But when you're back testing, you're just clicking through. It's taking like seconds. I feel like mentally, like, you're thinking like, oh, my setup's gonna come like that fast. When in reality, like, no, like, you have to wait. So when it comes to forward testing, you physically have to wait for a price to slowly like make those candles and form and get to that point. When you're back testing, you can just fly through it, and I feel like you're not really learning patience. Like, with forward testing, you learn patience, you learn emotions with your entries. Y'all remember this morning, like this entry? As soon as we got in, y'all remember that? As soon as we got in this morning, I knew y'all hearts was racing. As soon as we got in, price just flew up, y'all. Like, as soon as I sent it, I was like, oh my God. It was crazy. But I knew this was the 1 hour, high, really 4 hour. And, it was the low. So I knew, like, price had to respect structure, and it was just doing like a liquidity sweep. But still, like, those emotions, like, what's going to stop you from, like, seeing this big push and, like, oh, should I close? Should I keep holding? Like, you don't really experience that with back testing. But forward testing, you have to, like, sit and hold in that trade. This candle, this was really, it's like an hour? Oops, didn't mean to do that. This was like multiple hours of just fluctuating. That's nerve-wracking. Like, if you're staring at your charts, that will mess with some emotions. So, like, yeah, you learn how to deal with your emotions through forward testing. You can see the price fluctuating, getting close to your stop loss and heading down. Like, you gotta experience that and be okay with that. Like me, when I saw that, I just said, okay, I'm just gonna close it, throw my phone away, and just live my life. If it hits my SL, oh well. If it drops, wonderful, right? But you can't do that with back testing. It's different. You're so disciplined, I guess, what it takes. I was not always disciplined. Like, trust me, I was not always disciplined. It takes time. It definitely takes time. What makes you disciplined is just following your rules. If you have a set of rules and you follow them, that makes you disciplined. If you're not following your rules, definitely write down your trading plan for sure. Are you gonna keep this live up? I couldn't make it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it up. I'm sure you already answered this, but what is your goal? To go full time eventually? Like you said, I work in tech. Oh, you've been for 10 years. That's cool. My goal is to eventually trade full time. Yeah, I do. My goal is to, at some point, do it more full time. But I don't mind working the 9 to 5 because, again, I talked about that earlier. But I'm not as stressed out about bills or anything like that. But if I do go full time, it's not going to be just trading. Like, I'm going to have some kind of other passive form of income, also on the side. Like, I can't just be a trader full time. I gotta have either some real estate going on or some kind of like passive income going on. Like, it can't just be that, because trading is too stressful to just do full time by yourself. You get the best thanks for the knowledge, of course. Psychology is big. Psychology is everything. Psychology is 90% trading, honestly. Like, trading is 90% psychology, 10% actually plays in the trade. Because once you're in the trade, you're just sitting and you're just dealing with your thoughts. You're just dealing with your thoughts. And honestly, like, you can psych yourself out the trade for no reason, So, but yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. I don't want this to go for too long. I am going to have this posted on the channel. So if y'all want to go back and watch it, y'all can. I do appreciate y'all for joining my first live stream. Like, oh my gosh. Like, we're definitely going to do more of these. I'm going to try to do these at least once a week. To just really engage with y'all, see how y'all are feeling. Any questions y'all may have regarding, like, the trade we're in, the challenge, all that. And yeah, I appreciate y'all. Like, I hope y'all have an amazing, great, wonderful night. If y'all don't hear from me, it's because I'm in Atlanta having a great time. That is why. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you don't hear from me, I'm having a time. But I will try to, update y'all as much as I can. And yeah, if I didn't get to your question yet, I'm gonna do another one and y'all can ask it then or ask in the comments. But I do have to go. Like, I have to pack. I have to pack right now. So I really appreciate y'all. Like, honestly. Have a great and amazing night. And continue to be amazing, y'all. Until next time. I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye.